what you want. Ha! 1600 block.
YouTube, good morning. It is Monday. We are in Liberty, New York. We got here last night. Took us about 4 hours to get here from home. We are heading to Memphis, Tennessee. We're at the Frito-Lay, our favorite place. Frito-Lay loads. Can't get no better than that. Going to Memphis. Doesn't deliver till Wednesday morning, which kind of sucks. But the only reason we took this load because it was supposed to be me and Mr. Rolo Murray Logistics supposed to go down together. But I'm not sure what happened with his load. But his load either got canceled or pushed back or something. So he couldn't make it. So we were stuck doing it because he didn't tell me about that till yesterday, which was kind of last minute. So I wasn't going to cancel my load, hoping to find something else last minute. So we kept it. So it is what it is. So we're going to Memphis. Then from Memphis, we're going to McDonough, Georgia. From McDonough, Georgia, we're going to Newton, North Carolina. And as of now, we don't have a load coming out of North Carolina yet. So over the next, couple of days, we'll keep looking and searching, see if we find something to come from out of there. Hopefully. But it's a very small, place. There's not much room to do anything. So they got what is it, 5 on this? It was like 8 docks, but they're all it's hard to explain. I might have to get out and show it to you, but it's hard to explain. It's 8 docks from where he's backing in at to over here where I am. There's 8 docks. And that's the little section that you have to turn around in to try to get your trailer in. And there's another tidal road to get down here and stuff. So it's a little challenging, but it's not that hard to figure out. Just a little challenging, that's all. So we're just waiting to finish getting loaded. It's only supposed to be like 6,000 pounds, but with Frito-Lay, 6,000 pounds could take you all the way to the door if it's just chips. So we're gonna wait for the light to turn green. Then she said she'll call us for our paperwork, and then we'll get on the road. I'm still waiting for my 10 hours to reset because I'm still because I only took like 4 hours to get here, so I still had like 10 hours on my clock, and I just literally kind of did it. So my clock from yesterday didn't even expire yet. I still got 12 minutes till that expires. 11 minutes. 11 minutes till that goes down. And then, let's see, that would be done at 11. That would take me to like 9:51. Then I have to do basically another 9 minutes to complete my 10-hour break. Yeah. So we'll probably be done loaded and all other stuff by then. So yeah. So after I get my paperwork and all the other good stuff, I'll be back with y'all.
truck stop parking and registration. Pull over to the right, leave your hazard lights on, 7 o'clock, the little tan door on the side over there. Go in that door, they're going to get situated.
All right.
I'm going to let you sit on the lights at 7 o'clock. Can't go in till 7.
All right, bro.
All right.
Thank you. YouTube, good morning. It is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're at the Frito-Lay in Memphis, Tennessee. We got in yesterday afternoon, like around 5:30. There's a you can't sleep here, but there's a Shell gas station that has truck parking. The crazy part about it is they actually charge $15 for you to park there. I was a little not too happy about that. I'm like, it's a regular gas station. Y'all actually charging trucks up. Like, y'all got truck parking, but y'all charge people $15 to park here. Like y'all got some type of fancy shit going on. But I guess everybody gotta make money somehow. It is what it is. There wasn't nowhere else to stay, because Memphis is a little in the best place for trucks. So paid a little $15, stayed there last night, and got here 6:30 this morning. But they don't allow anybody until 7. They actually have a guard that's down there at the booth when you first come in. He got out the car and, basically told me where to park and all that good stuff. So come in, you park along this little side or whatever. Then you go into the nice, you'll see a sign that says like truck driver check-in. You go into this nice tan door over here, the yellow bar, shipping and receiving. When they get your paperwork, they'll sign you in. She'll tell you to go outside and break the seal, bring it back into her. And once you bring it back in, they'll give you a door. Now, the first door they gave me was door 23. But I got there and the guy was like, you got to go to door 50 because the stuff that I got on my trailer is not on pallets. It's floor loaded. So he can't do floor unloads on that side. So I had to come over to door 50. So you have to drop your trailer and pull up from it so they can unload it. So not sure how long it's going to take to do a floor unload. I don't even know how they even do that without pallets. I've never seen that process, so not sure how long that's going to take. But our next pickup is literally like maybe 3-4 miles from here. So once we get done here, we'll head over there, pick up and head over to McDonough, Georgia. And my ass, when I was booking a load, for some reason it didn't say Wayfair on it anywhere. Not the address, not nothing. So I booked a load. I'm looking at it this morning, doing my GPS and stuff like that. And I happened to look at the address. I said, why does the address look so familiar? Bruh, it's Wayfair. The one we went to before that wouldn't accept early deliveries. But this time, we'll actually be there on our delivery day because it actually delivers tomorrow. So we'll actually be there tonight. So we'll just spend the night there because there's parking outside on the street. So we'll just go there tonight, spend the night, and deliver first thing in the morning. And that's a drop-in hook. So we'll get that done. Then we head down to Brazelton, Georgia, to the Makita factory, and pick up a load of Makita tools that's going to Lowe's up in Ohio. So not sure if they consider that a high value load because I know Makita tools ain't cheap. So, and it's like 24,000 pounds. So we'll see. It's like 600 miles. A little over 600 miles. So that's going to take just about a whole clock. But it's not delivered till the next day. So I don't know. We'll see. And then after we get to Ohio, we have another pickup in Ohio, going to Tobyhanna, PA, to another Lowe's, and then we'll be done for the week because we're staying out. We're supposed to stay out 2 weeks this week, but my daughter's first birthday is coming up. So if I'd have did it that way, the timing would have been off. So I'm gonna stay out, go back home this week, be home for the week, and then stay out 2 weeks after that. Actually, I'll be out more than 2 weeks because I got some other stuff lined up. So it might be out 2.5, close to 3. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, sound like they're working in there. Sound like some unloading going on. So hopefully it don't take them that long. So once I get all done that and I get to my next destination, I'll be back with y'all. All right, folks, we're back checking in. We're currently at our next destination in Memphis called Crestview Collections, picking up for, all right, sorry about that. I had to sign like 24 bill of ladings. So, but yeah, we just delivered our other load. Took them about a little over an hour at Frito-Lay. Wasn't that bad. And then we had to drive maybe 7 minutes to get here to this pickup, so that wasn't bad either. I like these little small little, I wouldn't even call them deadheads. Great. So we're already getting loaded because we're the only truck here. Like this is nice. I kind of like this. I don't have to wait in line and none of that stuff. So we're a place called Crestview Innovations or something like that. I don't know. I'll put it up on the screen. But all the stuff is going away for us. There's a bunch of furniture, lamps and tables and chairs, and this is where furniture this is where Wayfair get their stuff from. So we're currently getting loaded. Wait for that to get done, and then we'll head our way over to Georgia. It's a 6-hour and 24-minute drive. We're gonna stop at the Loves on the way, get cleaned up, and then we'll finish our trip. We'll get there tonight, deliver in the morning, and then be on our way to Ohio. So it's not bad, not a bad place. So as soon as I finish getting loaded, I'll show y'all what's in there, and then we can get on our way. So I'll be back with y'all. All right, folks, we're all loaded. They literally put like, I signed 12 bill of ladings, and I think it's literally like 12 pieces of furniture on there. Like, that's it. They didn't even tell me I was done. Like, that's it. That's all I'm taking. There's literally 12 pieces of furniture on there. I ain't complaining. But I will complain about this. They just rescheduled my next 2 loads. So now they had to cancel them because I wasn't going to make it. My load I was supposed to pick up tomorrow got rescheduled for today. So now I'm stuck. I'll be stuck in Georgia because I was supposed to be going from Georgia to Ohio, then Ohio to PA. And now that looks like that's not gonna work. So he didn't give me no seal for this trailer. So I don't know what the hell is going on. He didn't give me no seal. Do I not need a seal? I don't think. This is crazy. YouTube, good morning. Today is what? Thursday. We just dropped off in Wayfair McDonough. Now we're at Quaker in Atlanta. Dropped off our empty. That guy's taking our empty. He's on his way to North Carolina. And we just picked up our loaded. on our way to Ohio. Got a nice, almost new trailer, 807. The newest one's out of 809, so not bad, not bad. Got some nice tires on these. Got some air. And we got a trailer full of, we got some rice cakes and healthy eating. Supposed to be 13,000 pounds, so. When you come in at the gate, she'll just ask you for your pickup number and your license. And it's a preloaded trailer, so, as you can tell. The appointment was for 9. It is like 6:57, like 7 o'clock. So, busy in and out. So I'm gonna finish doing my pre-trip. Get this seal on here, and all that good stuff, and we can get on the road. Because he was actually here waiting for an empty, because he dropped off, and he was didn't have no empty, so he was like, well, can I just get live loaded then? So they was actually live unloading him till I got here. And he was able to get an empty, so now he ain't gotta wait. So now he get to go on the road. So it all worked out for both of us. So, not a real big facility. These are only JB Hunt trailers here. My loaded one and his empty. Oh, matter of fact, he just put a 360 in the door. Down there, he was backing that in, so I guess that's the next load going out. So whoever else comes in brings an empty and just keep recycling. So I'm finna get this trailer hooked up and stuff, and I'll see y'all guys in North Carolina. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Checking in. We just made it to Lockbourne, Ohio. It's a PepsiCo. They actually do everything here. It's Frito-Lay, Pepsi, Quaker Oats. It's like a, I didn't know they had all that, Pepsi owned all that stuff, so. We just dropped off our loaded. She's putting it in the door down here. Now when I checked in with security, he was like, oh man, we ain't got no empties. I'm like, man, I know you joking. He's like, yeah, we ain't got no empties. So I'm driving around, looking at all these dang JB Hunt trailers. All the doors is closed. And then I drove past this one and the doors was open. So I kindly asked her. I stopped her. I was like, the security guard told me y'all don't have no empties. But there's a trailer down there that's empty. She's like, is it in the door? I was like, no. She was like, then it's yours. I said, thank you. You are a lifesaver. Yeah, so we're gonna take this and go about our business, because our next pickup is in Willard, Ohio, which is just like 2 hours from here. And we have a little, like an hour and a half left on our drive. So we're gonna drive as much as we can and get as close as we can. And then we'll just pick it up in the morning. It's like a 7.5 hour trip to Tobyhanna. And then from Tobyhanna to home is like an hour and some change, so we'll be home tomorrow instead of Saturday. So we get to surprise the kids and everybody. They think I'm not coming until Saturday night, so be a nice surprise for them. So I don't know how many of my subscribers are actually JB Hunt drivers, but I want to run something past y'all if they are in here. Now, I've had the same CC since I started with JB Hunt. Now, last week, maybe a week and a half ago, they changed my CC without telling me. Like, I realized something was wrong every time I would try to get a load taken off. They take like an hour to take a load off and stuff like that. Like, I've never had that problem before. So I'm like, hey. And then when I send messages in, it's all coming from this same person. I'm like, who the heck is this lady? Like, I'm thinking my CC's on vacation. So a whole nother week go by and she's still answering my questions and dispatch me and everything. So I call in. Every time I call, it's supposed to route you to your CC. But every time I call, it keeps telling me my CC is not available. So I hold and I wait to talk to somebody else. He tells me I got a new CC. So I told him, because I know he's like one of the managers, he's like above everybody else. So I explained to him, you know, all the problems I was having with loads being taken off me, and, you know, having to wait and losing better loads and stuff like that. So he's like, oh, I'll have a talk with her, you know, and, you know, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, all right. So that same day, because I was having a problem with one of my loads, because she sent me a message and was saying, oh, well, you're picking up, you have a delivery at 8, you have a delivery at 11 a.m., but your next pickup is at 8 a.m. So you're not going to be able to make it, so I'm taking the load off. She said it just like that. So I'm like, lady, who the hell you think you? So I hurry up and call in, and she's so new, she don't have the phone, the calls aren't routed to her. So I talked to somebody else, and I explained to them, I've talked to the shipper, I talked to the receiver. They're all day appointments. They don't have, you can go anytime as long as you get there before they close. So I was like, my delivery, I get there at 7 a.m. They said they'll get me right in, I deliver. Then my next pickup is like literally 5 minutes away. She said, as long as I'm there by 5, I can get loaded. He was like, oh, all right, well, I just put a note in the system, because she took the load off me. So he was like, I'll put a note in the system and I'll put the load back on you. I was like, all right. So I'm kind of feeling like she don't like that I kind of went over her head and had stuff done behind her back. So ever since then, every load that I've booked has either been rescheduled or canceled. Now, I've never had this happen, where every load that I book all of a sudden getting rescheduled and canceled. Like, no, something ain't right. Like, every load I've booked since then has been either rescheduled or canceled. Like, it's not making any sense. Like, she literally took the load off me, saying it was rescheduled for another day, put it back on the board for the same original date. Then how was it canceled or rescheduled if you put it back on the board for the same day? Shouldn't it go on the board for a different day? So I just rebooked it again. She tried to take it off me again. I said, lady, I'm already here getting loaded. My trailer is half full. You got to leave the load on me. I don't know what to tell you. She was like, oh, but since you already half loaded, just leave it and take it. Well, technically, if you're saying what you're saying, that it's been rescheduled, then the shipper should have never gave me the load, but they did, which means it wasn't rescheduled. Which means you just try to pull a fast one and you basically just trying to fuck me over. And I ain't that guy. Like, you just not gonna take money out of my pocket. So then she tried to reschedule to cancel my next load. I'm like, so I called the shipper directly. I'm like, I gave him the load number and everything. I'm like, this is the load number. Was this load rescheduled? They told me no. You're still good to pick up on this day and deliver on this day. I said, all right, I'm on my way. I don't even care what she say no more. Like, if I book a load and she cancel it, I'm going over her head. Like, I ain't got time for this. Like, you feel some type, like you got your panties in a bunch, you feel some type of way because I ran over your head because you wasn't doing your job. Now you feel some type of way. You absolutely right. You need to go back to where the hell you came from. Whatever job you had before you came to JB Hunt, because she knew. He told me she knew. She ain't been that long. So whatever job you had before you came to JB Hunt to dispatch or be a CC, you need to go back and do that. Because you just out here trying to fuck with people's money. I ain't got time. So my days is numbered any goddamn way. I can't wait. Cause she getting on my last nerve. So, but with that being said, I made a choice of where I'm going. Orientation is on the 30th. So if you watch any of my previous videos, you should already know where I'm going. So I'm going home this weekend, get some things together and stuff like that. Make sure I got all my paperwork for what I need for orientation. I'm gonna go do, I had loads booked for next week. She just sent me a message and canceled those or rescheduled in a way where it's not feasible for me to take anymore because it's not putting me where I need to be. Because I was supposed to pick up a load on the 22nd from New York to Indiana, which will put me right in the Midwest where I need to be. She's like, oh, it got rescheduled from the 22nd to the 24th. They take it off and put it back on, it's right back up there for the 22nd. Like, so I booked it again. So we'll see. So, but yeah, orientation is on the 30th. So next week is basically my last week with JB Hunt. I'm gonna run those couple loads, so we'll cover my truck payment and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna take the truck in to the terminal, because JB Hunt terminal and where my next orientation is literally not that far from each other. So I'm gonna head that way, take the truck in, let them take all this stuff gotta come off. All this gotta come off. If the stickers gotta come off, truck number gotta come off. They gotta take the tag, the New York Hut sticker has to come off. And I gotta give them the tablet and all that stuff. All that stuff gotta come out. So I'm trying to be at their terminal by at least Thursday or Friday at the latest. Because I know next weekend is a holiday. So I'm trying to get there so they can take everything out so I can make my orientation on Tuesday. So, but we'll go, I'll make that a separate video when I get there, I guess. So, but let me finish hooking up this trailer and doing what I gotta do. And I'll see y'all guys in my pickup in Willard, Ohio tomorrow. YouTube, good morning. Just checking in. We are at Stanley Black & Decker in Willard, Ohio. Getting live loaded. It was in there as a dropping hook, but they don't have any trailers available. They got some intermodal trailers, that's about it. So, gotta get live loaded. Got here maybe, we spent the night about an hour and a half from here. We left there at 6. We got like around 7:30. Got in the door right away, but getting in the door right away don't mean nothing if they don't start loading you. So still waiting. We still got a green light, so that means they ain't even touched the door yet. So we're just waiting. God damn, but that's something loud as hell. And of course, this trailer off tracks a little bit. It's, I don't know, something bent up under there, I guess. So it off tracks. So when I go down the road, it's going to the right just a little bit. So I was hoping it was a drop hook, so I wouldn't have to deal with this all the way back to PA. But we got a 7-hour drive from here to PA. So we'll be able to get there because we're going to be here more than 30 minutes. So our clock will reset, so we have an 8-hour drive. And then we got 2 hours from there home. So we're just gonna make it. We got an hour and a half here, 7 hours there, 8.5, and then 2 hours, 10.5. Maybe we'll have about a half an hour to spare. Hopefully we don't run into no traffic. So we're getting loaded up with a bunch of riding mowers. Load's supposed to be like 25,000 pounds through the hills of Pennsylvania. So this is going to be interesting. We got 3/4 tanks of fuel, so we should be able to make it there, make it home, and still have a little bit of fuel left, hopefully. So yeah, this place is in the middle of nowhere. There's no interstate close by. There's like a bunch of side roads and farmland. And one of the roads I was coming up was closed, so I had to take another detour, and that was just not truck friendly whatsoever. So it is what it is. So still searching the load board for a load for next week. We got a not really a day load because I'm not gonna be able to make it back in the day, but we have an Aberdeen to Boston, Massachusetts for Sunday. It's Frito-Lay load. So we could make it up there and drive back in one day, but we're gonna run short like maybe an hour, I think it is, because it's like 6 hours up and 6 hours back. So we're gonna run a little short. So maybe we'll stop in Jersey. I'll stop at my mom's house or something. Just have a girl come get me. Just leave my truck at my mom's, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Because as of now, we don't have anything past that. So we'll keep looking. Hopefully something pops up. So about to go ahead and make me something to eat. Watch a little TV, and I'll see y'all good folks when we get loaded. All right, folks, we're all loaded. It's about 10 a.m. So about 2.5 hours. Oh, gotta go and take me another nap. But yeah, here we are. Riding mowers all the way to the end of the door. That's a lot of riding mowers. That's a lot of lawn that's about to get cut. Seal on there. You don't need for me to put a lock on here because we dropping this off today. All right, folks. We'll see everybody in PA. What's going on, everybody? Checking in. We made it to the Lowe's, NFI DC in Tobiana, PA. Checked in at the guard shack. Then they said I had to go into the office and give my paperwork and stuff like that. I go in there and they was like, oh, your dispatch didn't set up an appointment time for a dropping hook. I'm like, I need an appointment time. It's a dropping hook. Why do I need an appointment time? So I'm like, whatever. So I go back. I called dispatch. I tell them what they said. They was like, oh, well, we got to reach out to the planners so they can get your appointment this day and the 30th. This is at 5 o'clock. 5:30, still in here, nothing. I call them again. They're like, oh, they're working on it. When we hear something, we'll let you know. I was like, how would y'all let me know? They're like, oh, somebody will call you. 6:30 comes around, still don't hear nothing. I call back again. Oh, we're still working on it. We haven't heard anything, this, that, and the third. I'm like, I got an hour left on my 14. Like, if I wait any longer, I'm not going to be able to go anywhere. He was like, well, worst case scenario, just, find somewhere to park and deliver it in the morning. I'm like, I'm trying to go home. Like, I'm not trying to be sitting here a whole extra day. He was like, well, just give it another couple minutes and see what they say. So I go back inside and I talk to the lady. I was like, is there an appointment in there yet? She says no. She's like, there's no appointment in there because we don't have any more spots available for today. I was like, it's a dropping hook. What do you mean you ain't got no more spots available today? Why do you need an appointment for a drop hook? It's not a live unload. All I'm doing is dropping a trailer and taking it empty. I don't understand why a drop hook needs a fucking appointment. It's like, well, there's nothing we could do. You have to hold on to the load till tomorrow. So I'm fucking stuck till tomorrow. Like, this shit is fucking stupid. I can't wait to get the fuck out of this fucking, like, this shit is just, oh my God, this week ain't coming fast enough. So the guard, I talked to the guard check. He said, because the people in the office leave at 7:30. So he was like, when they leave, we just do everything at the guard check. So he was like, when they leave, you can just come back and I'll take the delivery. I was like, that's all fine and well, but I still ain't got no hours to get home. So either way, I'm still stuck. I got to do a 10-hour reset. So even if I delivered it at like 8 o'clock tonight, I just went off the clock. So I still can't go nowhere until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, it's still pointless. So it is what it is. But this is some of the things you got to deal with. Out here in this trucking world, the shit never works out the way you want it to. So that's what's going on right now. So I got some food in the microwave, turn my hotspot on, turn the TV on, and it's actually nice. So I don't need no air tonight. Crack the windows and call it a night, I guess. So it's me and just the old Snyder driver over here. So, but I most likely probably won't make a video when I'm dropping because I'm gonna drop it and I can't tell y'all what I'm gonna do. But if there's any JB Hunt drivers, owner operators, they know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get home tonight one way or another after I drop this load. I just don't want to say, because I swear there's a fucking somebody from JB Hunt watches my videos. I get some weird comments sometimes. So I mean, I'm leaving anyway, so I guess it really don't matter. But I'm still not gonna say because I still got a couple days left. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get home tonight one way or another. So, but I'll see y'all guys. Well, this is my last load for the week till Sunday. So, oh yeah, so I won't see y'all guys till my next video. This video is actually going to wrap up the week, so I guess I give you my little spiel. Thank you. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I'm going to get home and play with my 1-year-old. And I'll see y'all guys on in the next video.